a lot of stuff, not rules.
He makes up a lot of stuff about you too, Tomas.
Hello, lacrosse friends, and welcome to day 2 of the 2023 Aleš Hřebeský Memorial here in the little slice of heaven called Lacrosse Club Radotín in Prague, Czech Republic. I'm Steven Stamp, very pleased to be back today and bringing you this is the third game of the day. First in the gold groups is between TJ Malešice and Bratislava, the Bratislava Bats from Slovakia. Malešice, a local Prague club. Both teams in Group Gold A both lost yesterday to Turku Titans. Titans beat the Bats 4-3 early in the day, and then they beat Malešice 7-4 later in the day. So that suggests an edge to the Bats, but usually that can be fairly meaningless. We've got Bronco Adams starting between the pipes for the Bats. That first shot is wide of him. Dennis English steps across center for the first offensive possession for the Bats. He'll leave it there for Derek Funjemi. Shot from English, a little sidearm sweep shot, just a bit wide. There's a break going the other way for Malešice. Keep working on that. Malešice, Matej Drizal. not able to get a shot on net. So far, no success for the bright yellow jerseys getting the ball actually on Bronco Adam. He and Lee Jackman, quite a duo between the pipes for the Bats. There's a shot. That's the first one on net of the game, I think, and straight off the face of the goaltender. And just double checking to see who's between the pipes. We'll find out pretty much right away here. I believe it's Andre Hayek. We'll double check. It might be Adam Nedved, but I believe it's Hayek. I'll let you know for sure after we get a look at the number on the back of the jersey, just to double check. Malešice running low on the shot clock, just 4 seconds to get one on net, which they have yet to do. That one's wide as well. So far, Bronco Adam pretty much just getting to stand between the pipes. Here's Fitzgerald on the run, shoots one far top corner, just misses. There's another shot on net, the one by Funjemi. Thanks for the update to Derek Funjemi for making sure, because I was uncertain of the pronunciation. He watched the game and sent a message via Garrett Gosshorn that it's Funjemi. And he has the second shot on net of the game through the first 3 minutes. Not a lot of accuracy so far. Maybe both teams just shooting for corners. Well, honestly, Malešice's shots have been pretty far wide. You see, here comes one. That's blocked by Martin Horvat. Oh, and there's a player down. Penalty coming to Roman Polak. Sorry, Miloslav Polak. So it's a minute for cross-checking. So the big man heads to the box for a minute or less. And Malešice will start about 3.5 minutes into. You can see it's going to be off ball. Not entirely sure. I didn't see a hand go up at that point. Maybe it's right here. Either way, it might have been before that. It looks like that's where play was blown down. Either way, Malešice goes to the power play. Box formation on the penalty kill for the Bats, with Horvat and Patsko up at the top. There's a shot on net. So it's a start for Malešice, getting over those early game nerves in an important game. Ben Davies up over center, withstands a check, and we'll leave it there for Peter Patsko. Davies heads off the floor, and Austin Wall comes on. English starts to cut, Wall cutting behind him. They get kind of lined up, and there's no lane. Now Wall cuts out to get a pass. Gets away from him, though. Field bucket grabs it. That would be Adam Maracek. But Wall gets that ball as it bounds around, and it's a fresh 30 for the Bats. Patsko. Streka? No, he's not going to give it to him. He's going to hang on to it. Now he's going to give it to Streka. Oh, catches, shoots, just misses. Streka double clutched on that pass. It was a beautiful little pick and roll play. The two men working to perfection other than the shot. Streka just missing his target on the far side. There's Petsko with the solid D. Stick all tied up, tangling with Daniel Hagen. So he just uses the feet to get it to his teammate. Here comes Vicek, who throws it across. Turned back over on the run. Matej Melichar. Comes near side, and Jakub Adamnek. Low to high. Oh, man. Clutching the sticks pretty tight, Malešice. That was way off the target, high and wide. That one's right in the belly pad. Somewhere between those two would work out pretty well after that shot by Andrei Podrashek. And I mean, these guys know how to play. They're obviously good lacrosse players, good shooters. They are just, I think, having a few early game nerves. Andrei Radamek backed up, passed to Streka. And here's Wall going to the net. Comes out to Streka. There's another shot, back-to-back shots. Now we're getting some shots on goal. Now we're starting to get some chances. They're looking more dangerous. Big battle along the boards. Sorry, I love the effort there from Vaslav Cherny as he tried to pitchfork for the Bats forward. And he is rewarded with the ball and a nice little roll pass around Dennis English by Czerny. That's a heck of a play. It's a 2-on-1. That's a low, late pass. That's going to be Bats possessions. There's about 5 of them there to 2 yellow jerseys. Here we go. Horvat with Davies. Davies is going to go set a pick. No, Davies has the ball. Never mind. Horvat was going to set a pick. And then they just kind of ran around in a little pattern. And they just threw the ball over. Okay, not a great possession for the Bats. Somebody's going to score soon, though. Again, both teams played Turku Titans yesterday. The Bats losing 4-3, a really tightly contested battle. And then 7-4 Turku over Malešice. So Malešice did score 1 more goal against Turku, but of course Bats gave up 3 fewer. So nice work by Brandon Fitzgerald to knock over the ball carrier, Krzysztof Adamek. Get the ball and come up the floor. Thomas Yek was down in the crease. I think they just didn't see a lane they liked for the pass. From up here, it looked pretty good. From down on the floor, it can look very different. We have a great bird's eye view up in the tower. I am right beside the camera, folks. There's a dunk and the first goal. Dennis English. He gets Adam Nedved, who is in between the pipes. Moving one way, goes back the other. That's a heck of a play by English. Very nice guy. One of those guys that you just have conversations with and a lot of gestures because he doesn't speak a lot of English and I speak no Slovak. Martin Pijar to take the draw for the Bats. He is at the dot against Matej Palis. Oh, Pijar way quicker on the clamp, pulls it out and he's got possession. Paulus will cover him. Horvat up on the offense to set a pick. Horvat primarily defender, but we've seen him taking some O-shifts. Nice loose ball there by Andre Pedrusek. Oh, but the strip by Wall on the back check. Heck of a play. And it's a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Nice job hustling off the bench by Andre Drijal for Malešice to make that a far less dangerous chance than it was looking at first. Looked like Malešice was off to the races, but instead it's turned over, and Martin Horvat goes up into the offensive zone, leaves it there for Patsko. Horvat's taking a pretty steady dose of defense here. There's Thomas Yek. Switched his bright red runners of yesterday for the bright blues. Tries to get to Streka, who's going to take a bump. That was a pretty big body collision with Streka and Vasilev Czerny, who's becoming one of my favorite players in this tournament with the grit and the I will do what it takes to make a defensive play attitude he is showing. Pedrusek. Nice job by Kevin Wade to get through the pick. They get the ball down and it goes straight to, I keep going to call him Bronco Horvat. Bronco Adam. Here's Wade. Through the pick. The C's part, but he loses the ball and kind of rolls it over to Andre Radamak. And an interesting note on that one, as Kevin Wade slipped as he was cutting by a shaded area of around the crease. That's the first time I've seen a player slip and fall in this game. And we are over 10 minutes in. So a marked improvement from yesterday. Ben Davies is saying that was out off of Malešice. Originally the call was Malešice ball, but it does go to the Bats. And good job of the officials not to, first of all, to communicate and get it correct. Second of all, not to just blow play in with all the Malešice players up coming off the offensive end of the bench when that call had been made, and that's what made them head out that way. I like that. I mean, in theory, the play should have been blown in. That would have been a wide open breakaway for Ben Davies, and it would have been an abomination of justice. That's a bit of a strong word. Definitely wouldn't have been the right thing. So I like that play by the officials who, as I said, get most of these calls right, even if we like to point out the ones that get wrong more often than the others. I think that's the nature of the beast. Horvat going to get a push in the back call, and I think that one's right as well. Would have sprung him for a breakaway, but definitely an illegal push. Malešice looking to get on the board. There's a rip. That was the most dangerous chance they've had, I think. Podrushek almost snuck one past Adam, but Adam manages to stop it. It's picked up by Kevin Wade, but he steps into the crease. It'll be Malešice ball once again, and Ladislav Kopstein in the corner lobs it up top. Adamek with a pass across, and then the shot there from Jan Adamek. There are 3 Adameks on this club. Jakob is wearing 25, Christoph 27, and Jan 76. I'm actually checking to make sure there's a 4. Oh, there's Nicholas Adamek, spelled differently though. He's 55. The others are all spelled the same way. So we're going to guess that those are all siblings. Oh, nice bouncer. What a beauty. Andre Podrushek had the most dangerous shot to this point, and he has the first one that beats Bronco Adam. That is a lovely little bouncer, just stepping around his man. And Podrushek generally is one of the most dangerous guys on this club. He's just kind of drifting out, uses the defender Fitzgerald as a screen. Look where this ball bounces. It is a good 10 feet, 3 meters outside of the crease. Get that right up into the top corner with Bronco Adam going down. And Bronco Adam's leaning back with his arms on his post, the Dylan Ward pose. I'm probably thinking, maybe I shouldn't have gone down quite so much. Pretty natural reaction when a player's shooting downwards to drop a little bit. And it can be deadly if you get a good bouncer like that. And that was a perfectly placed shot. Podrushek looking for more, but then decides to pass it off. Back to him. There's another one. That's in. It gets on the back of Adam's leg. He spun around to try and get it. Not quite in time. I don't think it goes more than a handful of centimeters past the goal line, but that's all it needs is to be fully over. And Podrushek has 2 in a row, just seconds apart. Look at this cut to the middle, a great pass. Adam gets so much of it, turns around to try and get it. Oh, I'm looking for the back angle. This is where we're really going to see how far in it goes. Okay, it goes in a little. It goes in a bit. Way far enough, of course. Nice play by Podrushek and Malešice. The hat trick missed. This is Ben Davies hustling down to get the ball so they can start up and have an offensive set. They're going to have a full 23 seconds here. Here's Vitek Vicek, one of the great names in the tournament. Tomasiak, also a pretty great name. Good dude, too. He was our camera person last year when we did an episode of, I can't remember the name of our show now. My goodness. Shot by Bronco Adam. I'm going to remember it. Maybe? Lacrosse Link. Whew, did the show for a year. Didn't even remember the name. Lacrosse Link. Go to it. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on Lacrosse TV. It's a good show. And we did an episode last year while we were at the, I was at the AHM here, down in the basement of Peter Petchko's, Peter G's place, Getchko, in his basement where the magic happens, where they're putting the sticks together. I haven't seen it yet. We have to get over, because I've been told it is substantially updated since last year. As the Good Stick Company, you're seeing their sticks spreading around. They are European-made sticks to avoid the costs of stick parts traveling all around the world while in the process of creating the stick. And I think it's a pretty cool idea. There's English with the only goal the Bats would get in the first half. So what happens with these teams? The winner of this game will finish second in Group A. In Group Gold A, Turku has already clinched first, of course, beating both clubs. And they will play the first place team from Silver C in a play-in game. And that will be to move on and keep aiming towards a championship. Silver C currently, interesting. So Jagged Mountain has lost twice. So it's today's London Knights versus Six Nations River Rats game will determine who the winner of this game plays. Whoever wins that one finishes. And in their game against Jagged Mountain, they won 7-3. So very similar, 7-3, 6-4. That one's a toss-up, should be a dandy. I'm going to be planning to bring you that one, which will be at 12:20 Central European Time. And then the game tonight between the winner of this game and the winner of that game will be at 8:20 p.m. Central European Time, which is 2:20 in the afternoon in the Eastern Time Zone. You can adjust accordingly from there. The loser of this game will finish third in the group. They'll have to play the second place team in silver, so the loser of that Rats versus Knights game. And that will be to advance for positioning in the middle, basically from 9th to 16th, I believe. Well, it could be 9th to 24th, honestly. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Go on the site, ahmemorial.cz. You can follow through the whole chart. There's actually a big board at the end of the rink here that you can go and follow. You've got lines, which is super helpful, showing where everyone goes after they play their games. And I pretty much have to be looking at that board to know exactly who's going where. Here's Malešice. Podrušek again. That was a dangerous one. He is really having a solid game. Turned aside by Bronco Adam. Malešice back to the attack. Leave it here for Jan Adamek. Podrušek rips it. That one's blocked. Almost caught cleanly. Close to it. That's an over and back. Nice try by Stepan Teach, but he stepped over and back, gave it away. Here's Streka. Bowling to the net, goes behind the back. Didn't see that he had Funjemi coming with him, who was probably in a way better shooting position. Wall rips that one. That's just a little bit high. Well, you get in your head that you're going to the net, you got a chance. And sometimes you get a bit of tunnel vision. I totally get it. But Streka had his teammate. Here's Thomas Rudlow. Remains 2-1. Malešice. These teams no strangers to each other, both playing in the Czech league. There's a shot. What a shot off the post, off the back of Nedved, but it stays out. And Brandon Fitzgerald can't believe it. He thought he had that one. Inside half of the post, off the back of Nedved. Now, Thomas Yek is on the Bats bench with his helmet off. I wonder if he's a little dinged up or if he's just letting his head cool off. Or if he just took his helmet off and forgot where he put it. Yep, he just forgot where he put it. And there's a goal for Malešice. Yak has the helmet back on. He's going to come and try and help the Bats battle back from this deficit. So you're going to see this Malešice goal that extends their lead, and they are taking some flight. A dunk from behind. Nice job there by Krzysztof Adamek. Again, the back view is great. The camera's so good. The glass nice and clear. You get a really good shot on that behind the net cam. Remember, go to ahmemorial.cz or CZ, depending on how you pronounce it, and you can see all the schedule, the stats, the scores, where everyone is heading. Nice job defensively there by Daniel Hagen to just run Austin Wall off, but Nedved wasn't able to come up with the ball. And that probably should have been a through the crease call because Derek Funjemi was stepping in the edge of the crease. Either way, Malešice got it, and here's a chance just a little bit wide from Jan Adamek. And I apologize to the entire Adamek family if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. One of my tenets as a broadcaster to try and get all the pronunciations correct. Oh, what a shot by Patsko. Peter Patsko closes the gap, and the Bats are on the board for the first time in quite a while. They scored the first goal, 7:58 into the first half, and this is the first one since. There's that English dunk. You can see Patsko just, there was not a lot of space, but Nedved was definitely off his post. Patsko takes advantage. It's 3-2. go to lacrosse.cz and find the NBLL, National Box-Lacrosse League, standings, scores, results, and you can actually go through and check out how these teams have done against each other. I'm going to focus on the game for now, but I've got it open. Let's see if I can find the latest contest between these two. It doesn't look like the Bats have played any games in this particular season. I think they're playing in the Slovak League. We'll have to double check that one, so we'll go look in the Slovak League. So maybe they're not as familiar with each other as I thought. I'm pretty sure the Bats did play in the Czech League, but now I'm pretty sure they have their own league going, and they must be focusing on that one. Slovakia has actually launched a partnership with the Canadian Lacrosse League to get involved in international competition. Pretty cool to see some development happening for the Slovaks. They have a core of players that create a pretty solid team. Just like so many of the European countries, they just really need to develop some depth. And they've got some of their star players have been around for a while. They're going to need to find replacements, have a continuous plan, succession plan. And Patsko is going to draw the foul. A little check in the back from Matej Paulus. And the Bats get another chance. There it is. They take advantage. Fonjemi with the beautiful rip from the outside. Goes 5-hole. Finds his spot. We're all tied up 3-3 as we approach the midpoint of the second half. This one is coming down to the wire. There's Fitzgerald. The Bats seem to be going after Adam Ratchik, number 17. You can see him right in the crease there. That seems to, I think if you watch, they're going to really try to get the ball. He has it now. He's going to try and contribute offensively, but he misses the pass. It all goes all the way to Bronco Adam, just getting past Matej Melichar, and the Bats come the other way. There's a quick release by Radomak on the cross floor pass. Nice save by Adam. Comes out to English. He's going to fire another save. Boy, it was all Bats early. Kind of went all Malešice for a while. And now the momentum has swung to the Bats. But with Fonjemi taking an illegal cross-checking call, I'll give Malešice, not Siche. Have to get that consistently. Malešice on the power play. Horvat and Patsko at the top once again. On the penalty kill, down low are Ben Davies and Brandon Fitzgerald. It's a pretty solid D group. See what Malešice can do against it. We got Podrushek. Got a couple of their goals is down on the lefty crease. Jakub Adamek, his shot is blocked. It's going to be a battle behind the crease, but the 30 will expire anyway as that one didn't get on the net. So Bronco Adam throws it ahead to Brandon Fitzgerald. And we've got 20 seconds left in the penalty. They'll be able to kill the remainder of that and then have Fonjemi come out and join them. It'll only be for about 5 seconds on the set, though, if they wait for him. Fitzgerald swims through the double team. Shovel past the wall. Nice shot. What a play. Fitzgerald creates that one. Fighting off the check from Maracek and another defender just fighting his way through. Watch this battle as he just 4-4 with 4:20 to play. Remember, it's two 15-minute running time halves, but it does go to stop time for the final 2 minutes. So 2:10 from right now. Martin Horvat out there to take the draw against, that's Daniel Hagen taking it for Malešice. A little red-green repair to the helmet on Hagen, number 13. You can see he's got some, looks like some tape. Not duct tape, I don't think, though. So I'm sure it's red-green approved. Anybody who's not from Canada, you have no idea what I'm talking about, but it was kind of a funny home repair parody show. Podrushek blasts it. Adam with the stop. Oh, nice work on the defense there by Thomas Rudlow, as that was a dangerous chance on the follow-up by Krzysztof Adamek. Marek pulls it back out. Or sorry, Maricek, Robert Maricek. Heads up play, had a bit of a lane to the net, really not a high quality chance, so smart to pull it out. Here's Fitzgerald, he'll shoot. We're down to 3 minutes. The excitement is building. Horvat comes out to meet Melichar. Melichar, who got the last goal in the game, he's off to the bench now as he's a detraining. Going to be a violation on Malešice, so here come Thomas Jek and the Bats. Crosses the restraining line, he's got English trailing. English and kind of isolate. Comes through the middle, passes it down to Jek. It's not the shot he wanted. Thomas Jek knew he had a good opportunity, but it wasn't really a good shooting lane. So he tried the bouncer, got it a little steep. Here comes Malešice. So Andre Drijal on this side. Malešice isolating. For Adamek, there's a long bouncer from outside by Andre Drijal. No problem. Thought he lost the ball, but he actually maintained it. Martin Pijar over to Wall. He'll rip one, 5-hole, no problem. There. For Adam Nedved, the outlet pass. Here's a chance. Good hustle by Horvat. Takes away the shot that Matej Drijal wanted. That's the kind of play that got Horvat on the tournament all-star team a few years ago. Is that a good tournament? Nah. He was dominant a few years ago. He had a great tournament. He's been very good this year. Not at that level, but. Oh, off the post! So close for Krzysztof Adamek. And we're going to have a timeout for the Bats with 38.35 seconds left. That was because there is, you recall that when the ball comes out like that, normally it's pretty clear that it's off the post, but because there's the little flat vertical bar going diagonally from the post down to the base of the net to support it, you can actually have a ball go in and go off of that vertical or diagonal piece of metal and come out with the kind of speed that it would if it was off the main post. So the refs really have to be sharp about looking. Now Ryan Wallace was right in position, right on top of it, and showed no hesitation in saying that was off the post and out of play. So I will put my faith in him in this one. Here comes Patsko to the Bats. Can't wait for a last shot because there's about an 8-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Fajemi over to Streka. Here's to English. He's the big gun. Radamek was in front, wanted it, but he was taken away by Nicholas Adamek. The other spelling of Adamek, he's the A-D-A-M-E-K. Here's Streka. Goes past Adamek, out to Patsko. The shot clock expires just as Patsko's letting it rip, so we're going to, I assume, have a timeout. Now the sheets say, yep, they get it. They're going to have about 8 seconds to play, and they will start with possession in their end. Adam Nedved going to the bench, and he will remain there for the final 8 seconds, and we could have another penalty shootout. We'll see what happens. Looking at yesterday's games, we had, I think, 3 or 4. Let's see. We won the Flying Dutchman beating the Moon Bears 7-6. We had Alberta Warriors beat Yizhny Mesto 5-4. And Canada Selects taking out the Flying Dutchman 8-7 in one where it looked, for a lot of people watching, like the Dutchman had scored on their second shot. Or was it the first shot? But they actually wound up, it was their second shot, but it actually was a crease violation. And that wound up making it go about 7 shooters deep. And then the Canada Selects pulled it out. And Malešice is going to do nothing with that final 8 seconds of opportunity. So that's it. Penalty shootout. So much on the line as Bronco Adam and Adam Nedved. That's kind of cool. The first name of one is the last name of the other. They will go between the pipes, face 3 shooters each. If one team scores more among those goals, among those 3 shots, they win the game. If they are tied after that, it goes back and forth, 1 each. And when one scores and the other doesn't, there's your winner. And the winner of this, again, has a chance to advance to the championship bracket. They will finish second in Group Gold A and will face the first place team of silver, of the silver group, which is going to be the winner of the game a little later in the day between the London Knights and the Six Nations River Rats. That will be to advance to the championship round. The loser finishes third in the group and will be playing the loser of that London River Rats game and cannot win the championship. They will be battling for lower positioning. And Dennis English, we knew we'd see him as one of these shooters from Bratislava. He will be the first one coming in on Adam Nedved. Comes out relatively wide. Far post is there, and he gets it in. He actually pinged it off the edge of Adam Nedved. Didn't really get that shot where he wanted. You can see English is happy that he scored, but realizes he got almost a little lucky. It's off the hand. Should have been probably 6 inches to the left, and it would have been straight in. But doesn't matter how. Matters how many. Here comes Jan Adamek. Straight on with speed. Pings it off the post. Advantage bats. Austin Wall tried to make an insurmountable lead in the shootout for the Bats. So the best Malešice can do if Wall scores here is force them to continue after the 3 shots. Nedved hugging his goal line, and Wall misses high. Good news for Malešice. Malešice, hey, I got it right twice. Here comes Pedrušek. Andre Pedrušek, who had a couple of the goals for Malešice. Comes to a strong side, of course. Nice shot. I think Bronco Adam was baiting him a bit on the near side. He just fired it down past the right foot of Nedved, who was definitely leaning the other way. Barely even moved. Yeah, he didn't move. He was going the other way. And Radomek, expert fake. So again, the pressure is on, this time on Matej Melichar. He scored a breakaway goal in the game. He's at a different angle this time, so he's got to take a different shot, and it won't go in. Bronco Adam with the big save. Bratislava Bats advance to the championship round with a 5-4 shootout win. Here's the game-winning save by Bronco Adam. Right off the left knee. And there you go. Boy, Malešice, so close. So close, but the Bats will move on to the championship bracket. Malešice will go to the relegation bracket, but there will be some great games ahead for both of these teams because as this tournament goes on, the competition is tighter and tighter and tighter. I'm Steven Stamp. This has been the 3rd game of day 2 here at the Aleš Hřebeský Memorial. Remember to stay with the LCC Radotín YouTube channel for all of the games, and go to ahmemorial.cz to see all the scores, stats, schedule, where everything's going, and keep on coming back. It's going to get more and more exciting as we go through the weekend. Thanks for being with us. We'll talk to you soon.